This is Brian Laundrie. The phone. So you pushed her and she hit you?
It wasn't like a push and she jumped on me. She was already, I don't know, she was already swinging and I was pushing. A lot of angles, a lot of nails, a lot of rings.
Yeah, you got 3 scratches in your neck. You got 1 on the left side of your nose. You got 1 in your face here, and you got 4 bleeding over there. So it looks like 2 hands coming in. Do you mind lifting up your right sleeve for me? I'm curious about something.
Okay. It's a little bit of nails. I suppose fingernails, but I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining about
Is it bruised or tender or anything like that?
No. Okay. I'm fine, and I love Gabby. I hope she doesn't have too many complaints about me. I'm just, I feel bad I had to get so public. I was just trying to be loud. Try to make her calm down and be like, look, everyone's watching. And like, stop this.
Thank you. Yeah, do you know if she takes any?
She's crazy. No, I don't think so. No, none that I know of.
Alright. Real fast, can I get your first name?
Gabrielle.
Gabrielle, how do you spell that?
G-A-B-R-I-E-L-L.
And your last name? B-E-T?
P is in Peter.
Oh, P.
And E-T-I-C.
I see. Oh. SOT 29. I need a 29 if I name it date of birth. First name Gabrielle. Golf. Alpha. Bravo. Romeo. India. Echo. Lima. Echo. Last name Petito. Papa. Echo. Tango. India, Charlie, Oscar.
But you were going up in Oregon, and I don't know if you're more familiar with it, but wolfing, have you ever heard of that? W-W-O-O-F-I-N-G.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
I'm from California originally.
Oh, yeah.
So, and part of my job, I dealt with employees that were from all across the United States, and Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, everything you can think of on your level western. I know most of them.
It's worldwide opportunities on organic farms, so it's like a volunteer workaway type of situation where you can work on organic farms. So that's our goal once we get over to Washington. Do that from Washington, then down to Oregon, down to California. What part of California did you say?
I'm from a town just outside Sequoia National Park.
You're going to get down.
You're going to be going through there?
We'll get good in the way of outdoors.
Go ahead. But no, it wasn't too bad at all.
I called one of those 2 witnesses, and I recorded it. You want me to tell you what he said? Yeah. Real quick, because it was the only door that wasn't locked that she could get through. She's trying to get in over him. He's trying to disengage from her. I guess he hung her backpack on the back, probably so she'd have her shit, so that he didn't have to engage with her. Everything she's saying is the same thing. I haven't heard what he said, but if that's what he said, it's also what the witness is saying. The witness says, I never saw him hit her. I saw him shove her, but I couldn't tell if it was an aggression against her or a defense against her, as far as her, being the aggressor.
Grant County Sheriff's Office.
Were you able to get a description of the intoxication?
Hi, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi, I'm calling. I'm right on the corner of Main Street by Moonflower, and we're driving by, and I'd like to report a domestic dispute. Florida with a white van, Florida license plate, white van, gentleman,
Where's it at?
5'6" beard. They just drove off. They're going down Main Street. They made a right onto Main Street from Moonflower.
Or what were they doing?
Cooperative, but what did you say?
What were they doing?
We drove by and the gentleman was slapping the girl.
He was slapping her?
Yes, and then we stopped. They ran up and down the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her, hopped in the car, and they drove off.
Okay, you said it's a white van?
White van. I can give you the license plate if you give me 1 sec. I took a picture of it.
What kind of white van? Like a big one?
It was a smaller van with the license plate of, it was white, Florida license plate QFT G03. It was, the make was a Ford, model was Transit, black ladder on the passenger side.
Black ladder, passenger side.
White Ford Transit.
White Ford Transit. Okay, what's your name? And where did they, so they turned, they headed south on Main Street from Moonflower Market?
Correct. They made the right turn.
Oh, so they went north.
North. Yeah, sorry, I'm not from around here.
Okay, you're right there by the post office?
Right across the street, yep.
Okay, and when they turned onto Main Street, they went right or left?
Right.
Right, so they went north. North on Main. All right, I will let somebody know. Thank you.
So at this point, unless the guy's screaming that he needs to go to jail and did something to this girl, it sounds to me like she is the primary aggressor.
Yeah.
Now, the problem with her being the primary aggressor is in an instance of domestic assault, be it a male or be it a female, we shall arrest. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they have to go to jail. We can do a citation if it meets one of 3 criterion, which one of them is that we can ensure that they're not going to further risk each other's safety. But the problem with that is they live in the same vehicle.
That's what I was going to say. The other part of it is
there was actually an injury too to the victim, which is him.
Right, and I'm getting conflicting stories about why they hit the curb up here.
What did he say why he hit the curb?
Well, I've watched, this is what I saw first. Saw him cross the double yellow. I was doing 42 miles an hour. I was, I don't know, probably 2 car lengths behind him, tapping my wheels at him, trying to get his attention. They knew I was behind him. And then after he crossed the double yellow, merged over into the right lane, and then out of nowhere, just boom, went and hit the curb.
So did he tell you why?
He said that she grabbed the wheel and turned it real hard. She said that she was hitting him in the arm. So
sounds legit. I mean, I'm sure if I'm driving and my arm's on the wheel and I'm getting hit in the arm, I'm probably pulling at the wheel.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it was a little of both, and usually the truth is somewhere in between. He's probably trying not to say that he hit her because he probably doesn't want her charged with assault, domestic assault. He probably would rather say she pulled the wheel than hit him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Aggressive. And that she was striking you and you just received injuries. You have admitted to striking her. She has not admitted to striking her. The witness did not see you strike her. So
we drove by and the gentleman was slapping the girl.
He was slapping her?
Yes, and then we stopped. They ran up and down the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her.
You're the victim of domestic assault. Even if you didn't want to pursue this, we don't have a choice. The best thing we can do to not... So a law says we have to charge her. It doesn't say we have to put her in jail. Okay? But it also says we have to separate, do a no contact order, and then we have to put her in jail if we cannot separate.
So, the after hours guy isn't there at their office right now. He's gonna run from his house over there, and we're gonna get you all lined up. Don't worry about it. This is the phone call that they wait on. So don't feel like you are making anybody do anything extra. So we're trying to make this as easy as possible. We're not wanting to take her and book her or anything like that.
No, I really appreciate it.
And I know how rough this stuff can be. Like I said, I've been married for 5.5 years. You know, believe me, if I were to say that me and my wife haven't had our share of spouts, I'd be lying to you. She lives with anxiety. I live with a woman who
both
has
of us
anxiety.
really...
I know. Her anxiety elevates my anxiety. And sometimes it
that's why I'm like, I gotta walk away, I gotta breathe, I'm looking back as far as even then, you know, but...
I'm not gonna try to sit here and give you life advice.
Yeah.
You've been on this road almost as long as what I have. There's nothing I can tell you that's gonna really make a difference, but at the end of the day, I'm sorry that this has happened. I'm sorry that it went to this extent.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Could I get my key and make like a little bag? If you can grab me somewhere?
Yeah.
Is that alright?
Would you mind watching it for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, just if you don't mind doing it from over here, we don't want you to get hit in the road.
Okay.
So.
Witnesses say it was caused like a slap, and you say you slapped it and were aggressive with her. I don't have anyone saying that he actually punched you aggressively. It sounds like he was shoving in a manner that was probably more consistent with trying to prevent you from over the van or to get space from you, not to slap the same. So, if the tables were turned and he was beating on you and you were shoving him, of course we're going to look at it like, oh, of course, she's defending herself away from this guy. But we're kind of looking at the same way with him. We have to treat both very different, the bigger male and your smaller female. The law doesn't say, hey...
One of his ring fingers, I think, has got scratched. And then you saw her.
Yeah, I saw the names. Well, I was trying to build some consistency between the stories. Alright. And then let me see your hand, because that... Yeah, let me get it from that one. That right there. That works. I know you said this is from a wire, but I'm going to take a picture of it just in case, and I'll document that. Yeah, you're saying that's from a wire, not from her. It's just I want to document everything, you know what I mean? And then your right chest, anything like that. Let me get your neck real quick as well. You want to kind of tilt your head off to the right and look up?
This way?
And then look up. There you go. I don't know where it is. And then, this is just for precautions. You mind lifting your shirt for me? We can go back here if you want some privacy. I want to, like I said, I want to do a very thorough job. I want to make sure that you don't have any additional injuries you don't need to know about.
I don't know how high. I'm great.
You mind put your collar down on me a little bit? On the other side. There it is. So, I talked to my contact over there at people that can help with hotel rooms and stuff like that are out of the office. He's playing phone tag with a couple people trying to get it all lined up because certain people have access to the corporate card, he doesn't.
She's got her cell phone, she's calling her parents just to feel better. She doesn't want to not be with him tonight.
There's no choice in the matter.
Yeah.
So
parents, nobody's calling the supervisor, at least that's what he said.
Is you. Think very hard before you answer the question. Do not quickly answer. Think very hard. When you slapped him those times, were you attempting to cause him physical pain or physical impairment? Was that what you were attempting to do to him? What were you attempting to do? What was the reason behind the slapping and stuff? What was it you were attempting to accomplish by slapping?
I was trying to get him to stop telling me something.
Well, it doesn't sound to me like she attempted to injure him. It's your call. It's 100% your call. I support you either way.
I'll let you get back to your parents, okay?
What you were attempting to do. Answer this question with this. I am looking at a 110-pound female and her fiance who have no means to be separated. He doesn't want to pursue it. She's not a threat to him, more than slight abrasions from her fingernails. I don't care if we use the actual letter of the law to not charge, but I also don't care because it literally does possibly make perfect sense to go full-on domestic assault and do the whole thing. This is your opportunity to make the decision. Let's this.
I'm making a decision. I'm going to decide I'm going to go follow through the first.
Would you feel more comfortable handling that guy?
Yeah. Go ahead with that.
If you're more comfortable.
Well, it's 6-1 1/2 dozen the other.
It's up to you.
I mean, it's a headache whether I go left or it's a headache whether I go
Look,
right.
another option is to not charge him and separate him for the night. If they find themselves together again, what does the team do? Separate them. Provide it for safety. If he doesn't have enough sense to stay away, if you got him separated, it's on him. You can separate him and say, don't let us go off tomorrow. If they don't let it go off and we hear about it, we'll hear about it. And if there's some fighting going on, he already was Mr. Nice Guy. You already gave him a chance. What you can't do by law is separate someone and say, if we hear from you again, we're going to arrest one of you. Because then if one of them really needs help, they may not call police and get help. The law says you cannot, literally, you may not say, when you get more problems with you guys tonight, one of you is going to jail. You can't threaten like that. Right. It's true because it stops one.
So, this is what I'm going to do. I've decided I am not going to cite you for domestic violence battery, okay? It was just told me so. So, like I said, that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. Hold on. Alright, Brian, couple things.
Couple things?
Couple things. One, I got your hotel room tonight.
Thank you. It's better than the outside.
So,
I like the outside.
number two, and this is probably the biggest one. She claims that she did not have intent to hurt you when she was slapping at you. So technically speaking, it does not fit the letter of the code. So I am not going to be charging her with DV.
Domestic violence.
Exactly. So this is what I am going to do, however. I'm not going to release you guys together. I want you guys to stay away from each other tonight. One, she says she loves you. She's looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Two, don't forget a cell phone charger.
Yeah, good. He watched me fumble around the entire 3 laps around the car to find one.
Did you find one?
Find one.
Okay. The other thing is I don't want you guys to contact each other.
No,
okay, unless world shattering
when he said that she gonna text me or whatever, I was gonna send her a message. So please don't message me, but I love you. But yeah.
But tonight,
don't do anything. Yeah. And I'm with
she's passing on her love and saying goodnight and stuff like that. All that independent stuff that I do to my wife too. Okay. So
I appreciate it coming from you.
Just. So don't. Just try to not contact each other unless, like I said, earth shattering, something happens, you guys have to jump in the car right now and drive back to Florida to some kind of parents. That kind of circumstance. There you go. Exactly. Other than that, just go have a meal by yourself, catch your breath. You're going to be in a hotel room watching TV. It's probably been a few months since you actually got to sit down, relax, and some air conditioning and watch TV. So, take some time for your guys' selves. Yeah, take a shower, man. You gotta change your clothes. You got some chonies in there, right? Alright, good. Because they're gonna have everything that you need. Shampoo, conditioner, all that good stuff. Alright? Our main concern was make sure that you have a cell phone charger so you guys can talk about it. Okay?
I really appreciate it.
So, I am going to walk her over here to the car. Okay? And if you'll just go stand over here in front of his pickup real quick, we'll get her out of here and I'll be right over here. Alrighty? You're right. Absolutely. So, everything's gonna be okay.
Will it be a far drive for me to get him in the morning? I'm just curious.
I'm not gonna tell you where he's gonna be at tonight. Like I said, I want you guys to be separated. But I can tell you this.
I just don't usually drive the van, so I just want to make sure it's not like far away.
No. It's
okay.
It's basically from here to Moonflower.
Okay.
Okay? It's not far at all. So, let's get you in the van, let's get you on your way, alrighty? Take some time for yourself, and like I said, don't text each other tonight. Text each other tomorrow morning after your eyes open up and you're fully awake. What's that?
You've just been a Rob Zombie.
You like it?
I was wondering if you get to play your own personal music in the
Heck yeah, dude. I got my own phone hooked up to this thing.
Can you jam it a little bit?
Yeah. Hey man, it's not too hard to go a few hours without having anything interesting happen or anything to get the old blood pumping real good, you know what I mean? So,
I stuck my hands up because I didn't want to scare you when you pulled over.
oh no, That wasn't a traditional stop, to say the least. So don't feel bad. Tyson?
Yep.
Officer Robbins, Phil called for me.
He did, yes.
This is Brian Laundrie.
Alright.
So he's going to get you all set up with your hotel room, and he's going to take care of it from here.
Alright. Well,
Alright?
thank you so much.
And like I said, just remember my requests. I think it'll make a difference in you guys' next couple of weeks at the very least.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for everything.
No problem. It's nice to meet you, Brian.
Nice to meet you.
Have a good one.
All right.